the monster mash. It was a graveyard smash. It caught on in a flash. He did the monster mash. From my laboratory in the castle east to the master bedroom where the vampires feast. The ghouls all came.
Hi there, welcome to Renderite. This will be the second video. This video we'll be working on Lumen animations. So we will be doing a Halloween scene which is free from the Twinmotion website at the moment. Link will be in the description. So yeah, you just add this to your cart and then download the FBX model, which includes all the textures and maps. So once you've downloaded that, open your Twinmotion file. We're going to go import, open, and just select our Twinmotion Halloween scene. Just keep both and we'll cull the materials we don't need out later on. Let that load. Once we have our scene loaded in, we're going to go ahead and delete the starting base. Once we've deleted the starting base, we're going to set up our camera. Something like that. And I'm just gonna refresh that and update that camera angle. So we have our angle set up. It's going to go ahead over here to render global illumination and turn on Lumen. So once we have Lumen enabled, we're going to go ahead and set up our lighting. To do that, I will just reduce the time of day. We're going to turn up the exposure. Local exposure is a new feature in Twinmotion which is already enabled. As you can see, there is a difference. Turn that off for now. I'm going to go ahead and start cleaning up some of our materials. So for these pumpkins, just going to go here, I'm going to add some roughness to them. If the normal map is not added, we can go ahead and add that if it's included in the Twinmotion files. Give me a second. Here we go. This is all of our maps for the scene. So we're actually looking for the pumpkin A002. So let's go ahead and find the pumpkin A002. Pumpkin 002 normal map. And now you can see it's added a texture to our pumpkins, which looks pretty good. This guy looks like he's supposed to be turned around, so go. I'm going to go ahead and delete these leaves that are here, because we're going to go and add some of our own leaves in. So you'll find some dead leaves under Misc. And the autumn leaves actually look a little bit better anyway. Let's see. Just looking pretty cool. Yeah, some of these don't come in very well for some reason. But you can go ahead and just fix it yourself. Yeah, the same with this one here. Is that supposed to be... Some of this model is a little bit broken, but we can just go ahead and you know what, for this I'm just going to delete that. And that one. And that's supposed to be down as well. Yep. Okay, cool. And then I'm going to add the normal map to these wooden boxes here. So what I did there was just add the opacity map to mask out these candles here, and now I think I can also add a emissive to those. There we go, like that. You can also change the colours. So I'm going to change the color of these candles now. Filter, go. Gotta go orange. We need to make orange. Maybe not. We'll just take it back to being a bit white. Okay, we'll just leave it like that for now. Again, we will these pumpkins need their normal map added to those, so we're going to go ahead to these pumpkins. Pumpkin. And added those normal maps to those pumpkins now. It's starting to shape up and look pretty cool. Some of these candle flames you would have to fix yourself and just realign them up with the candle wick. For some reason these FBX models didn't come in 100%, but as soon as you start doing that, it looks good. Same with these. It's looking pretty cool. A few more that we have to just adjust. Starting to look good now. Cool. I'm going to add a item glass pattern to this. It doesn't have a pattern, it's just item glass. So I'll just apply that to there and here. Yeah, see, for some reason these models aren't 100%. You're just gonna have to go ahead and just realign them just to be fixed properly. Just like that. There we go, starting to shape up nicely now. Cool. Now I'm going to go ahead and apply the bump map to just a wooden floor here, which I think it was, yep, those ones, and to the skulls. Just about done. Just going through and applying the normal maps to the required models in here. Chest normal. There we go. It just adds a little bit of definition in there, you know. Pumpkin 03. There we go. Halloween scene background, use that as the glow, and then we turn the glow up, not so much. Now we're going to add some lighting into just inside these pumpkin heads. Go on ahead and turn the shadows on. Attenuation to 0.25, or minimum is 0.5, so 0.85 maybe. Reduce the intensity to about 25 maybe. Change the color. So just go ahead and place them inside the pumpkin head. We're getting there. It's starting to look good. So like I was saying earlier, to cull materials out, you've got all these ones that have ticks. So 2 ticks means that there is a duplicate in the scene. 1 tick means that there is one material used in the scene. So you can go through and just select the first one, scroll down to the bottom, hold shift, click, and then just press delete. It won't delete all of them, it'll only delete the ones that are not being used in your scene. See, so I've pushed delete and it's kept all the ones that are being used in my scene here. So I'm just going to go and add a little bit more lighting just to where these candles are. So for these ones, you can just go ahead and reduce the brightness of them, just because it's a candle, so they don't need to be extremely bright. It's looking pretty cool. Just have a quick look at the path tracer. Yeah, so as you can see, the settings for the path tracing in terms of lighting don't work. So when I turn the path tracing off, see, it looks good. And then we'll just put one more up in this one over here, which I'll take from just in here. just turn that one up, increase the brightness of this one up here. Just see, this is one more that I noticed wasn't turned around. There we go. So I'm just going to go ahead and turn up the detail for the scene. So if you're unsure of what each one of these mean, you can just hover over the text and it will say the speed at which Lumen updates real-time global illumination, view distance, sets the view distance from the camera in which Lumen ray traced effects will be computed. So it explains each one of these settings in here. You can also visualize mesh conflicts, so any conflicts that magenta areas are too complex and yellow areas are too small, big or far away. So these yellow objects are too small, big or far away. The purple ones are too hard for Lumen to be calculated, so they're too complex. But as we can see in this scene, it looks pretty decent, so we can go ahead and turn that off. I'm just going to increase the quality of my reflections and the bounce count. I'll just leave this stuff here. Go ahead and play with some of the stuff. So it doesn't have to be realistic and lifelike for this Halloween one. We're kind of going for a cartoony, comic-y, maybe. Let's have a look. Go around and play with some of these. I like using the line light effect. It just gives the outlines a little bit more definition. So I'm going to leave it at the line light. Let's see if we need to add some depth of field in here. I like that. So obviously in this new Lumen update, the bokeh shape actually looks quite good around where these candles are. It looks pretty nice. It gives it a good effect. Yep, so we'll leave that for now. Just leave it at HD for now. Camera effects, vignette. Right, so that's lens dirt. We'll reduce that. Lens flare. Doesn't change too much. Turn that down. Just turn those down, actually. Well, that's cool. So there's a new sharpness slider down here, which looks pretty good. So we'll add some of that. 15%. Maybe go 10. Yeah, we'll go 10. Is there a need for this? Parallelism just aligns the camera up. So lines appear vertical regardless of the viewing angle of the camera. So if you go up or down, left or right, it'll keep it as a vertical parallel. just seeing if there's any other settings that we can play with, just to see if we can get so I'm just going to set this to 6.5. You can play with a bit of the ambience. I might keep that to 0.85. Leave these settings. Okay, cool. So we've got our image. From now we can go to video, and we've got our settings already set up, so we can just click add video. So now this is where we're going to set our keyframe, and our first keyframe for our video. So for example, I'll start maybe here, update my keyframe. So this is my keyframe, update, and now we're going to move the camera. Okay, so we're going to move the camera maybe to here, and then we're going to click this plus button. So when we click this plus button, it'll add a keyframe to the video part. So let's do that. So we've added a keyframe. Now if you go back and click play, okay, so that's literally 2 keyframes that I've created, and already that looks great. So to create another video, click video, create. If you want to add it as a cut to the other video, which I'll show you how to do, I'll just delete this one, click here, and then here, adds a video part. So if you click that, it'll add another part to the video. So that's part 1, here's part 2. Now we can go ahead and create another video from that. So and if you want to change the settings for each video part, you've got to go into these settings. So if I want to change the depth of field, I'm going to readjust my focus. So now I'll go back, add a keyframe, adjust my depth of field, okay, and now refresh. So I've adjusted my depth of field and it's refreshed that keyframe, and then at the start of this one we still have our depth of field. So now let's push play. So there we have it. Those are our 2 parts to our video so far. I'm going to add another part, and here we go. So for this one I'm going to turn parallelism off. I'm just trying to get a cool shot, so go, it's looking cool. I'm going to add another part. So I'm just going to add another part to this video. Just because of how big our scene is, there's not really many things we can do. Okay, we're just going to make this a 4-part video. So that's already 40 seconds anyway. It'll just be a short Halloween clip. So that's kind of the basics of some Lumen lighting materials, animation. You can definitely take... I'm just going to change actually the color of the candle, because it looks a bit greenish. Green. So here, where is it? Ah, sorry, under emissive. Yeah, it's looking a bit. That's a bit better. Let's have a quick preview. You can turn, press G to turn off the light icons. Nice. Cool. Just notice this here. Just want to see if I can put a metallic. Yeah, like that. Go. So I just turn the metallic up to 100% and the roughness down to 50, and it gives it a good shine to it, like that. Cool. Now to export this, I'm just going to leave it as full HD. I'm just going to save my project first to just my desktop. I'm just going to call it Halloween. And then I'm going to click export, scroll up to video, select video. I'm just going to keep it at MP4, keep it at 30 FPS. You can choose to select a video part if you just want to do part 1, part 2, part 3, etc. But I'm doing the whole video, so I'm just going to leave that. I'm going to turn my refinement up to high, and then I'm going to click start export. So you just choose a location where you want it to save. I'm just going to choose my desktop and select folder, and just leave that to render, and we'll come back in a second. So now our render is complete. Let's go to our video here and open it up. So there we have it. And the render time for this one was 15 minutes for all 4 parts of the video, so that is for 40 seconds of video. I think it looks pretty good. So yeah, that's it for this video. Thank you for watching, and remember to like and subscribe, and we'll have some future videos out soon. Thanks.